Okay, and I'm back. So I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I'll do ES, I'll do NQ, and I'll do gold. Just starting out with ES, of course. You can see we've been breaking structure, bullish, bullish, bullish for the last month. I haven't looked back every single dip that has just been bought during the month of November. So there's no point fighting that, especially when you're not breaking significant levels. I'll talk about them a little bit more in a sec, but you can just see here we're just moving up and up and up. There's not really showing significant pullback, so you can see this was the only time, and we did discuss that. But then obviously demand just stepped back into the market and decided to shoot back up again. Um, and now we are in an area of resistance, of course. I'll show you that in a sec. We've got some high time frame um, supply up here, got some liquidity and some highs that we could potentially look to sweep, but we're still very extended. You see we're reaching these upper bounds. I believe this is the all-time high up here. Locally, this is the idea for the day. You can see that we're still bullish, broke some highs here, see here, broke that high right there. Bounced off some nice demand, came back, retraced, fell into the New York initial balance, got a really nice long opportunity off that, and then since then we're just expecting higher prices. If we were to get a drop below the daily open, you've got the Asia lows there, you've got this little gap, and you've got this demand zone too. If we drop into that, there's definitely a potential nice scalp opportunity. Could even look at it like this, where potentially come into these deviation fibs of the Asia session. You bounce off and then you take the daily open again. The daily open is pretty much exactly lined up the CME and the UTC. So if you do come in and you bounce and you reclaim that, then that could be a really nice long, and you've got a simple invalidation there. Um, Looking at the data, you can see that we've got a previous day value area high coming in around there. We've got both the opens. We've got previous day points control, previous day equilibrium. So there's definitely some confluence in that zone. And you can see that we did build a demand chain. So you can see demand builds, we break out, demand builds, we break out even more intensely, and then come back in, we test that demand, and then you can see demand is just holding in like a chain as we move up. It's just holding like higher lows. So I'll go into the chart. We have had a little bit of a move up in London initial balance already, so we have taken those Asia highs. So the anticipation of price moving up is occurring, as you can see. Hopefully, we do get that pullback later on. This isn't an area I'm interested in shorting, because we look at this supply zone right here that we're tapping into now. What did that supply zone achieve? Didn't really break any significant structure. Broke some of these internal lows around here, but it didn't break this significant low. This is a much stronger low, because what did it do? It broke structure here. You can see that break a structure, come back up. You retrace, you come into that level where demand had stepped in, they defend their level, and then price continues up. It's very simple trading, to be honest. Took that really nice. I did trade the Nasdaq yesterday, so I'll talk about that in a separate video. And I'll look at some levels on there too. The other thing to account for that I was just mentioning was we've got this high time free resistance here around these highs. Let me just get rid of that so it's cleaner. You've got this supply zone here, which got tapped into a couple of times now, and we're just eating away at it. I would expect us to continue up into that. Now we're just filling out this area. I'm expecting this high 4596 to be gone at some point soon, unless we start breaking down. In reality, it's gonna take a break for now of this value area high of this impulse, so volume profile from low to high. If we break a 4-hour candle below here, so we start closing below this level here, this low, then I believe that we're in the point where we may be getting that shift back down. Obviously this is some demand here, and it held very well the first time, but if you do come down into here and you're holding below here, especially during the the main trading sessions, it'd be a bit iffy if it was around the close. But if it was around the main trading sessions and you were closing there and you got that retrace back into premium supply, definitely a great short opportunity there, but that's pretty much it's pretty much not in the cards right now unless we got some crazy event. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen with all the fundamentals going on. It looks like cuts are inevitable, and we will be going higher. You've also got this region up here, so we do break above these highs. All these highs here are just resting liquidity, I suppose. But then you've got this all-time high, and you've got a nice big block of daily supply right there. Never been touched. Got a bit of a gap to it also. I just put it into both of them. And you've got a 4-hour right at the top as well, which acted as the, look at this, for clean. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. So you've got this move up, then you've got a clean break below. You can see that happened at around 6 p.m. on a Thursday. So that was during the New York session. You get that break below, then you get that retrace back into premium supply right there. You get the short opportunity of literally the year so far. And yeah, it runs all the way down, and then eventually you start shifting structure back up. This was the real turning point right here. Once we broke above that, it was like, right, okay, game on. This is definitely following the daily bullish trend that we've been talking about. And yeah, the pullback will come eventually, but it could come from up here. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to happen now. This thing could just keep going and going and going until it eventually decides to pull back. So just play the trend and don't fight it. If you're going to take a short, be quick and scalpy. And yeah, have a good time trading. This is the setup for me today. If it was to come, looks like we're already moving away, so may not happen. This may be enough for it to turn around now, but for me it's no good for a short. Especially with what I've just talked about. So if we do come round and we do take out these Asia lows, take out this low here, jump into this gap, 15-minute block, you've got some deviation fibs from the Asia session. Definitely an area I'm interested in along. Could even look at it like that, although it's quite a large invalidation, so you have to be really on your risk management there. Suppose we could try and refine it a little bit with a 5. Yeah, we could use that. That's quite nice. There we go. Got that. Let's see if that gets to there. So you could even refine it as far as that. Keep to the color scheme. And there we go. Makes it a bit nicer. So if we were looking for that, say it does turn around now, you could be looking for this high as your first target, really. Nice 4-to-1 there. You could be looking up toward these highs, like I said, which would be an 8R. So it just depends what the day gives. Don't go chasing, remain calm, relaxed, know your plan, and just chill. Also got this here. It's interesting. Could come and take... No, we'll see. Okay. I don't really like trend lines. All right. Have a good day. Leave it there.